Why are you here then?
I didn't get to vote.
Don't. Isn't it like if you're there, they will come, or like if you do something, they will come?
Yeah, if you come, they will come. Please come.
That's basically my philosophy on sex.
Join the
Yeah.
Riverside.
I'm in it, baby.
Yeah,
I'm
right
in
there.
it.
That was a not so subtle Kyle get in Riverside.
And let's see, muting and just. Can you hear me? Oh yeah, I'm heard. Is it the right mic? Yeah.
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 Yeah. I think no. I'm fucking hungry, dude.
I had a wrap. Chicken bacon ranch wrap.
I don't like Harris as a boss.
Why?
That was rude.
What did I do?
Very matter of fact.
Very matter of fact, a little too blunt.
Look, this is how
Man,
I do
I'm
it.
telling
Okay.
you, these millennial workers just need to be coddled nowadays.
Yeah. I'm a little union millennial worker, okay?
A union on it too. Like,
Ain't no
I
fucking
will.
union in the anime trap house. Okay.
We need.
I mean, the four of us could unionize right now. Cody's gone.
We could.
Yeah, this is the moment.
It's funny.
He's so funny unionizing against our own fucking friend.
That's how it starts, dude.
Yep.
All right.
Spend the whole podcast being like, that's union work.
That's union work.
That's union work.
Yeah, we're actually gonna have you take off the last podcast Cody hosted because that was union work. He can't use AI for that.
Hell no.
Funny.
Shut it down.
Dude, I'm fucking
What?
tired. Here he
Y'all
is.
want to unionize? This is no fucking game.
Here we go. Here we go.
He's not even fucking. He's not even on the Twitch. He's just fucking has us bugged.
He's just got the fucking. He's got the Discord like podcasting channel just always on. He's got like a walkie-talkie.
Yep.
Oh, that's funny.
Fucking hell. All right, there's a stream. The stream's looking good, I think.
Yep.
Okay, sounds good. Everybody's on there.
Yeah.
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 All right. Did someone post in the Discord that we're?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Hi,
Thank you.
Harris, you sound a little tired.
Make sure you record.
Oh, thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm fucking tired, dude. I need this long weekend. Like a hooker needs a douche. Douche. Douche.
Yeah, I took tomorrow off too, and I was just at work, just like wandering. I was like, I
yeah,
can't do things today.
Yeah.
I'm not here tomorrow.
That's gonna be me tonight. Like
It's good you have
tonight's
off
my-
because I have 14 pages that I got to get through. So
14.
Oh, fuck. I'm like, what did you?
You know me, dude.
Fuck, if this was the longest one of the year for you, that would be crazy.
That would be
I-
crazy, dude.
I was like, are you doing like a deep dive analysis? Like what the
Right.
fuck?
Yeah.
Are we gonna
I'm
talk about the colors?
Every scene, I'm saying what I thought was going on, and then what Reddit thought
Mhm.
was going on.
Okay, understood.
Pretty good.
Oh my god, man. Fucking piss shit. Fuck.
Yeah, dude. Work pounding you.
Mhm.
Gunt. No, it's not even really work. It's just me being like, I just have like these off weeks where sleep becomes very difficult to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then because sleep is difficult to do, everything else becomes harder to do.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
Yep.
it's just one of those days.
Yeah.
Everything is suck, everything is fuck.
Everybody sucks.
Everybody suck, everybody fuck. But yeah,
One of those days.
I am going to Cody tomorrow to get a tattoo.
Hell yeah. What are you getting?
Nice.
Nobody's like a no, like similar to the heartless thing I have on this side. I'm gonna get nobody stuff on the other side. He just showed me the design. It looks pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Probably looks fucking stupid.
we will not get through all of it. I already told him. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm a baby boy. You gotta be easy with me.
Where are you getting it?
On this, like on the outside of my forearm.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So then it'll be like, heartless on this side and then nobody stuff on this side. And then eventually something in the middle. So I got a full half sleeve.
Mhm.
Pretty dope.
Hell yeah.
So, and then,
Hell yeah.
and then eventually I want to do something with wrestling up here
Mhm.
and then like anime up here. And then I don't know what to do here. Gay stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Just a bunch of,
I'll be the only one not tatted up by Cody.
yeah. I kind of blame Tawny for
That's fair.
all that. She got these cool tattoos and I'm like, man, I want cool tattoos. Stupid bitch.
Yeah.
And then
Stupid bitch.
here we go.
You have tattoos? I want tattoos.
I want them. All right, we can go whenever, brother.
I'm ready. Drink a beer. Actually, let me grab a beer.
Okay. Hell yeah. Harris, before we start, have you seen Kengan Ashura? I've watched like the first episode or two.
Mm-hmm.
I think with you
It's
guys,
only-
right?
Yeah, it's only more painful the further you go.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got to the point where they all got on the ship and they have to fight each other, and then a George Foreman motherfucker shot his body at them, and I was like, I don't get it.
Were you guys watching?
Kengan Ashura.
Mm.
It's the Baki equivalent, but with more lines.
It's like corporations
Mm-hmm.
have fighters and they fight for shit.
Contracts.
For contracts and stuff, which I'm kind of in on. I just I gotta
Mm-hmm.
get back on it. Did y'all watch The Boy and the Heron in theaters? I did. I think PJ did too.
I was going to. Never
Okay.
made it. Yeah.
I did not plan on it.
Yeah, I didn't.
That is unfortunate. Go ahead.
Let's start it. Started! This week, we're just four little piss babies missing their big cum daddy. Welcome to the Anime Trap House, and we hope you enjoy the smell. I'm your host this week, Justin Mustache Flory, joined with Kyle Penis Ramsey Lalich, PJ Muscles Pinnin, and Harris Brain Khan. How's everyone doing?
All right, that's the laziest one I heard. That's lazier than Cody. All right.
I mean, this
I'm
is
historically the
extra
laziest,
fucking.
dude.
This is a fucking extra week.
I'm
okay?
on my day
Extra
off,
week?
dude.
Right.
He had his whole no, wrong. This is
I do
we
what
planned on
I
it.
want.
We had it penned
dude.
in.
And you
Yeah, but
you wanted to lead the
rotation-wise-
fucking union, dude. Look at you.
Yeah, we're
Unreal, dude.
unionizing.
Mhm.
I would never vote for you as the union rep.
You're
By the way,
fucking
you'd be talking to
licking
people like that,
corporate
dude.
paint, dude. You fucking piece of shit.
I'd suck a little wiener for a queso covered fucking steak burrito right now.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
What
just
is it?
me.
All right.
Oh, I had fucking Mexican food yesterday, dude. So
Oh,
good. Fucking love burritos.
Kyle took us to a Mexican place in Madison over the weekend. Fantastic. So
we
happy
talked
we
about it.
went.
I didn't
Yeah.
know they were.
Why? I don't even know how this place. Why do we never go there?
I had no clue they were open so late. I'm gonna go there more often.
all the time.
Yep. I already have my Mexican place, so I don't need another one. You know.
At midnight?
Yeah.
At midnight you do?
True. If I'm up
See?
at midnight,
See?
the one time in the year that I am, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe that'll hit. But I'm not up at midnight often enough for that to be a need. Catch the show live every Thursday at 5 p.m. ish over at twitch.tv/The Anime Trap House. Where can you find us? Look up Anime Trap House on YouTube, Pandora, Apple Podcast. Go to fucking, I don't know, go down the street. You'll hear some guy yelling about the Anime Trap House. We are in everybody's brain, okay? We are AI.
We are the moment.
Yep. And Spotify. If you have money and like us enough to give us a little portion of it, go to patreon.com/Anime Trap House, just like our urinal cakes and toilet bowls, Papa Squeaky, Purdue. Actually, I haven't updated these in fucking forever. Hang on, let me do it. Papa Squeaky, Purdue, Alexi Lou, Mooseman, Diesel Tech, and our DGen royalty, the Pissers, Polar Bear 93,
Brr.
Girl with the Pikachu tattoo,
True.
and Fuck Jordy.
Fuck.
Fuck Jordy.
If you don't have money, that's fine. I don't care. You can literally talk to us and interact with us without paying a single cent. Life hack. Just email us at tightbox@theanimetraphouse. Please do us a favor and like, subscribe, spit in our mouths, or leave an Apple review /Spotify comment. We need it if we're ever going to get our piss hot tub. Lastly, if you would like to be a part of our community and look at fat anime titties, 18 and up, please, then come hang out with us on our Discord server or Facebook group. Links are in the show notes. If fat anime titties were not enough to persuade you, every Sunday at 7 p.m. CST, our resident buttgusher Purdue hosts a nighttime anime jerk-along shown on Sundays on the Anime Trap House Discord. And sometimes on Tuesdays, every other week, we've been pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Or Monday, we do a sister podcast called ATH Mainline, where we talk about what we've been watching. What media have we been ingesting? It's video games, it's books, it's anime, it's wrestling, if it's coming from Harris, you know? If you like any of those things, watch it. Hey, Cody, what do we have for emails /comments this week? Oh, Cody's not here and nobody else can access any of that stuff? Looks like we're not doing that.
That's the only thing that I think I have access to the email. I don't think I have access to.
Are we singing the "We didn't get a letter"?
We
didn't get a
we
letter.
didn't get a letter.
Did not get a
We
letter.
We
didn't
did not get a
We didn't
letter.
get a letter.
letter.
Cody
Cody
fucking
is
in
sucks.
here.
He sucks.
There goes like half an hour of our podcast.
Literally, dude.
Justin's on land speed record time right now.
I mean,
He is
We're gonna-
moving.
time to beat is an hour 20.
And the next podcast is gonna be like extra long because he forgot to upload before the last one, right? So we have
Mhm.
we have a backlog,
Backlog.
and we're gonna say none now. That's 2 weeks of comments. We may get like 5 comments.
And if you want to influence what we watch coming up, you can join the Discord and get on the vote. If you're watching this live, by the time this comes out, the vote's probably done. So
Yeah, I have no idea.
that one's on you.
The Patreons make final votes.
Yeah.
You can suggest it in the Discord.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
fucked up.
just away, dude. Yeah, just like message me and say, "Hey, I want this anime." Please don't make it a bad one, like a really bad one. You can make it a
Yeah.
bad one, but not like
Mhm.
bad in a bad way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like there's yeah, the badness needs to be.
Yeah. Also,
Mhm.
I put up Konosuba season 2 for a vote.
He
so
did.
You're welcome.
He did. And we fucking got Invincible season 1 for a vote, which I have mixed feelings about. Okay? Because it's not technically an anime.
It's not anime. It's cartoon.
It's a cartoon.
Calm it all down.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm just saying. If we
I
start
mean-
doing that kind of stuff,
No,
we're
we're doing
opening the
Avatar.
door.
Yeah,
right.
welcome
No,
to
we
the
are.
Anime
I don't
Trap
know what-
House.
Yeah.
We're doing
Yeah,
Courage
the fact that you
Cowardly
guys think
Dog.
we're
That's
gonna be here
100%.
and it's
That's
not gonna
100%
happen.
why PJ suggested it.
I'm trying to
He's
do.
like, this
This
is
is
the
the gateway.
gateway drug. Okay.
I'm trying to do what's new Scooby Doo. I'm trying to do the Boondocks.
What's new Scooby-Doo?
You don't think I'm gonna overdose fucking Avatar next after I'm tired of doing
That's
all this
it.
other bullshit for Patreons?
dude.
He is real. He is true and valid for that one.
Yep.
Avatar would be like, we just be sucking it off. There wouldn't even be like
Oh,
anything
100%. Yeah.
It'd be
fun
so much
about
fun.
it.
Yeah.
It would be fun.
Next thing. So for this week, we're doing Heron and the Boy and the Heron
Boy and the Heron.
by the GOAT Miyazaki.
No.
Why? Tell me why there's two Miyazakis and
Yeah.
both are the goats. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Why is that? Is it in the name?
I
that
thought it
they're
was just
just-
the same person.
And not only
I
that,
thought
but
so,
like they're
too.
pretty similar.
Yeah.
Like they make medias super confusing. Like
Mhm.
hard to follow. Shit just be happening.
Shit just be.
You
for
got to
real.
connect shit
Yeah.
by yourself. You get no help,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, you get absolutely no help with that movie.
Yeah.
Or,
No.
or those
Games.
games.
Nothing.
Or the games, yeah. The games, you get nothing, dude.
Really?
You-
Like,
what do you got to
they're
do?
very
What do you
similar.
got to do to figure out a Souls game? You got to look at the item descriptions and go, huh?
No, you
That's-
got to
that's
watch
what
a
that
fucking
is?
2-hour YouTube video
Yeah.
of some dude that is unbelievable. I don't even know what his fucking name is.
if people make,
Oh, Vatavidya?
yeah, if that person does the Lord's work for sure, you know.
He
100%.
does. I've spent so many hours on Vatavidya.
I think he like connects shit that Miyazaki didn't even think of. He's
Yeah.
like, "Oh shit, I did that."
He's like, oh shit, that does connect that way, you know.
Yeah, Miyazaki's like,
Damn,
"Damn,
I
that
didn't
shit goes
think-
hard as fuck."
Yeah, I did that. I did
Damn.
that.
Hell yeah. All right, review roundup. Let's fucking go. Hey, somebody cue the review roundup music that a cool
Oh.
fan made last.
I
is Justin's
could have.
I'm just kidding.
review
I'm
roundup.
sorry. I could have had it.
This is Justin's review roundup. Roundup.
Rah.
There you go.
I tried my best. I'm sorry,
That was
guys.
it.
Kyle
I mean,
did
it's
good
not
on
like
that
anybody
one.
could hear it last episode anyway.
I
you
know.
Yeah.
That's so funny, dude.
So
That's
fucking
pretty
funny.
fucking good.
I listened to it, and all I heard was silence and
Me going, you sure they can hear it? And Cody goes, yeah, absolutely.
It's so goddamn funny, dude. Oh, I fucking love that. All right, first one. An instant classic. A psychedelic fever dream. A bird with boundary issues. At the end, 10 out of 10. I laughed. I cried. I Googled, what the hell did I just watch?
Yeah.
1 star.
Mhm.
And then he edited it and he said, sorry for the 1 star. I meant to give it 42 metaphysical soul stones.
Love that.
All right.
Yeah. Next one. I've never left a Google film review before, but this film left me so baffled, bitter, and bamboozled that I felt compelled to write this. If you're a Studio Ghibli fan, however casual, you are very likely to be extremely disappointed, as I was. 1 star.
That's all right.
Next one. First, let me say that I've been a lifelong fan of Miyazaki. That said, this film is a brilliant example of why 83-year-olds should stop working.
Holy
God
shit.
damn. 1 star.
That's wild.
That's it. There's not a lot of 1 stars, but the ones that they did have, they were really good.
That's-
Most of it's 5 stars, it's all the shit that Miyazaki does,
Mhm.
Oh man, good idea going for the 1 stars. I mean,
I
yeah.
always try to do that, but sometimes there are none, even though there should be. So,
Yeah, right.
I mean,
It's-
we only
it is
watch 5 stars.
surprising.
I mean, PJ has the facts for me. We only watch
Yeah,
5
it's-
stars.
Oh my god.
Only the goats.
It's either 1 or 5. Kyle, you're the reason that corporations are like that, where
Yeah.
they only it's either a 1 or a 5-star. You know?
Well, I mean, psychology. I mean, people just go for the extremes. You give out 5 stars. Oh, how do you rate your bathroom experience? Are you gonna go? Oh, I give it a 4. You know, like
Yeah,
That's
I would.
that's why they got it right at fucking airports. It's just a smiley face and a sad face, and they're like, "How did we do?"
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but like I feel like people are just the average of just being at an airport is just not great.
Right.
You know,
Right.
airports are not. Nobody likes being at an airport.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're there to get somewhere that you want to be at. You know,
Yeah.
I think
So,
it
like-
would probably be better if the airlines actually may have, like, if they ran the airport. Instead, it's like a federal thing, and then they're just a part of the airport.
hmm
Or if they were worried about complete customer satisfaction, I think it might be better. It could be worse. Who knows? Maybe the federal government's doing something for us. We don't know.
what was
They're
it like before 9/11? That's what I'm wondering.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I heard it was pretty sick.
yeah, it was a free for all. It was
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was very young, but we did fly a lot. And it was chill vibes. I definitely like I remember being like 16 flying and being like, this is so different than when I was 10.
When did they say you couldn't smoke on a plane? When did that happen?
That happened.
Technically, it was in the 90s.
Yeah.
But like it was, most airlines stopped before that.
Yeah.
Just like bars and stuff,
Yeah.
or restaurants. I mean, not bars. Bars.
Yeah,
waited
bars
till
So
are
many
fuck.
memories of just
Yeah.
being in restaurants in like
Mhm.
the smoking section.
Hmm.
Yeah, you want smoking or non-smoking? Like,
And they
It's
had
all
a fucking
dude.
bullshit fucking filter in
Yeah.
between the
Yeah.
fucking section.
mhm.
That
They tried.
come on, dude.
They tried.
That filter is like, come on, man. Every time a filter's built, they're like, please don't put me in a restaurant. Please don't put me in a restaurant. Fuck. Fuck. Doper chokes. As I said before, we're watching Boy and the Heron. Let's see what these fucks give it. Kyle.
Damn.
Oh.
Get his ass, dude.
I will say, full disclosure,
Oh,
I
yeah?
did have to read. I did have to have someone explain this movie to me.
It's not a Miyazaki film if you didn't, you know?
Yeah, dude. I mean, it is a dopest dope, but I did not understand it at first. Like, yeah, I mean, like I understood the base level, like the mother and the grief level, but there's so
Mhm.
much shit that happens in it. I'm like, I don't know. And I watched this with my wife, and I forget that she hates movies like this where it's just actively is trying to hide the message from you, you know?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
so like even like right away with the aunt, she's like, who the fuck is this lady? My wife immediately was like, who the fuck is she? I'm like, she's the new mom. I don't know what to tell you. And she's like, yeah, but who is she? I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, and then like you don't even find out. Like it is so weird that they don't even like give context that like that this is the aunt.
It's hinted at a few times throughout the movie.
Yeah.
Like even the
Yeah,
first time
throughout
they
the
talk
movie,
to
but
each
I'm
other,
s-
they're like, "Oh, I saw you when you were a kid,"
I know, but like that's
Yeah, I
that
was
could
like,
be
the
anything.
sister, dude.
You
and she
know?
looks exactly like her mom, his mom.
Yeah.
So
that
like
we
those two
barely
things, I was
saw.
like,
Mom's cooked
Yeah.
well done. Dad's already fucking her sister.
Yeah.
I mean,
mean-
she was the backup, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, you have an exact clone right there. I don't know what to tell
Right.
you. But yeah, all the themes that I read thanks to Reddit, pretty cool. In hindsight, like it's one of those movies I saw. I was like visually stunning. That was a fun watch. I'm left confused, and then like I read a bunch on it. I was like, oh, I'm dumb, and a lot of shit got passed right over by me. And you know what? This is a great movie. This is a fantastic movie. This is art.
But there's a lot of stuff that just wasn't targeted for us,
Yeah,
Like a lot of
which
it
is true.
makes more sense if you're Japanese or,
Yeah.
Asian.
Yeah, because it's in Japanese.
I watched it in English.
I watched it in English. Too.
I'm English. I watched it in English.
I don't think Christian Bale is Japanese.
Was it Christian Bale?
so else can talk.
Yeah. dude, this movie was fucking star-studded. Christian
Oh,
Bale,
yeah,
Willem Dafoe, Robert Pattinson, Florence
Pulled
Pugh,
in everybody.
Damn.
fucking everybody.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Is that real? Like,
Yes.
you're just saying
All
oh,
those
no,
all
it's-
those names
yeah.
were in this movie.
That's crazy.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Oh, a fucking dude who's in Guardians of the Galaxy, big
Chris
tough guy.
Pratt,
Batista.
Batista.
Batista. He was
Yeah, he's
the
the big
fucking
bird.
parakeet king.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, he was.
Oh
You're right.
shit,
Okay.
he really was.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it was just across the board.
So
They just-
many people.
They were
dude.
like, "Hey, who wants some money?" And they were
Yep.
like, "Money, please."
yeah. I mean, Bale's already been in a Miyazaki.
Yeah, he was in
movie,
House.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
and then
I heard
He
him
was
for a
Howl.
second, and I was
Ponyo.
like,
Yep.
I don't know, shut this movie down. I just want to watch Howls now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do here.
Are you done, Kyle?
Yeah, I said.
Oh, okay. PJ.
I give it a low dope. I do not care for these type of movies or shows. Also, I know half of it is my fault, but for a long time we were using the Miyazaki background noise to like take naps.
Mhm.
So I fell asleep to this movie twice.
I feel
And it
that.
was at this I had literally I logged on to HBO and I was like, okay, let's watch it. And it was like, oh, continue watching. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. We fell asleep. Let's start it again. Cause let's just make sure I'm understanding what's going on. And I fell asleep at the same spot again. And then I had to watch it before coming down here and onto the podcast. And I almost fell asleep again. I was like, maybe I've cooked myself, but I hear the noise and I'm just getting cozy. I'm falling asleep.
Mhm.
Visually beautiful show. Themes and what's going on, I have no fucking idea. I got
I don't
no
know what's
idea.
going on.
And I don't fucking think I care to even check. I'm like, I don't know, fucking there's a girl mom, the young mom, now there's a new old mom, another mom got fucking cooked, and dad's fucking dude from Howl's Moving Castle. That's all I know.
Yep.
Like, if it wasn't so pretty and sounds so good, it wouldn't even gotten a low dope.
Yeah.
But because of those, like that's it. And it sounds great. It does.
Mhm.
It just puts me to sleep.
That's fair.
That's it.
Harris.
I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a choke.
Mm.
I
See what
don't-
happens when you don't put him first.
I don't feel good. I don't feel good about giving it a choke, but I watched it the second time for the podcast and nothing had changed. I do not like movies that I need to do required reading. I need to know about the author's entire life story for me to actually understand it. Like, Studio Ghibli movies are fun and then they have an interesting message. This was just the message
Yeah.
and lack of fun.
Yeah.
Like, I want fun and then be able to look back and be like, huh, I guess that was a metaphor for death, instead of, hey, it's this kid, he's dealing with his trauma of losing his mom and he's fighting the trauma of like having a new mom that's like the sister of his mom. And so he goes to hell and kind of hell, but not really hell, and learns about how to like accept life for how it is instead of being around death constantly. And I'm like, I just don't, I just want fun, I guess.
They could have threw us a little bit of a bone while going through this. Cause I'm like, I'm all about seeing the kid go on a fucking journey.
Yeah.
But like, fucking, what is happening?
It's so slow. And then it just
very
like,
slow.
and then it hits the fucking like gas real quick. And it's,
Yep.
and you're just there and you're just in it. And there's wara wara and you're like, what the fuck is happening? And there's fucking parakeet kings. And you're like, I don't understand what's going on. A bitch is making fireworks and burning the souls of unborn babies and seagulls. And I'm like, what did we do? What, like, you gave me no ability to kind of like ease into this world. And I get it, he's a kid, he's not really going to question what the fuck is happening, but like I just he had enough sense to hit himself in the head with a rock to be like, I don't want to go to school. And you telling me he's seeing this shit happening and he's just like, yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah,
That kid, he plays cool. He plays real cool. He sees some shit. He's like, absolutely,
Yeah.
no questions.
like, what
No
the fuck,
follow-ups.
man?
I get it.
But that all being said, it is probably one of the most beautifully animated Studio Ghibli movies. The scene when he's running to his mom
Dude,
when
It's
she's
so good.
when her like hospital is burning, like that is one. I think that's like the prettiest animation I've ever seen that really conveys emotion through the way that it's being animated. You
It
know?
is horrifying.
Yeah.
Like people
Yeah.
literally look like they were like melting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
And-
so cool.
It's like that's awesome.
Yep.
And then you just get him being sad and you're like, I don't feel good watching this. And I get it. That's the point. It's supposed to make you feel bad, but like, man, I don't know. Like I feel like I came into it with the wrong expectations. And the second time around, I'm like, okay, this is a depressing movie. I just have to be prepared for that. And then I fell asleep because I was like,
Oh,
it's just
yeah.
cozy. And then I woke up and I was
Right.
like, okay, go back. Okay.
Mhm.
Let's do this again. And then I'm like, yeah, this shit just went off the rails so fucking fast. And like, yeah, I don't want to look shit up. Okay. Like I feel like I'm a fairly intelligent individual. Okay. If you make something in the story so inaccessible to me that I can't figure it out, I'm upset. Like a good example I can give you is Nope. That movie, really good. You don't need to really know what the metaphors are for anything. You just watch it and you're like, yeah, it's a movie. I like it. It's great. I understand what's going on. And then you read into it and you're like, oh, it's so much
these
better
layers
now.
and
Right.
stuff.
There's so
Yeah.
many layers to it. That's cool. But this, like on its own, if you don't do the required reading before or after on like what the fuck is it about, it's just a fucking like Lifetime movie, dude.
I mean,
and
that's
like I
kinda
don't
how
fuck
I
with that shit.
How I felt is like I mean I understood the base themes.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the story. Like I enjoyed the
Yeah.
craziness of it. That's why I was like, I gave it like a full week where I was like, that was cool. And then later I read it. You know, I was just like marinated in that. And then I was like, I liked it, and I just know that I missed a good portion of the movie. And
Yeah.
I wanted to know what the other portion was. You know,
Yeah.
it wasn't that I had to.
Yeah, I mean,
I
like at
coulda-
the basis level, it's a kid dealing with his mom's death and accepting his new mom.
Yeah.
That is the movie. That is unlike any other Studio Ghibli movie that's out there. That's why I'm frustrated by it, because the expectation I had was it's going to be a journey. It's going to be a good old fun time. Instead, I'm just like smashed over the head with themes of death and acceptance. And I'm like, this isn't the vibe I want when I go for a Studio Ghibli movie, you know?
He's an old man.
My daddy died and I didn't climb a single tower. I tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
See?
All right, my turn. I like this. It's a dope for me. Not a dope as dope. I feel like Ghibli movies, I mean, baseline for me is gonna be a dope just because
Mhm.
they're fucking beautiful.
They're gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
But this movie was confusing.
Mhm.
Like Kyle said, the base themes were there. Obviously, it's about grief, you know, but the whole aunt thing and like his new mom is his aunt,
Mm.
that kind of fuck with me. I don't know if that was just the thing they did back then. Like you just moved on to the next sister
Yeah.
or what.
Yeah.
But
Like there were no other options.
When you have like
that-
political marriages like that, like,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, they had a fucking estate in the countryside, you know, like,
yeah. I was like, that's weird. Did they just save the other sister just in case the other one died?
yeah.
And they
Right,
needed
she's
to
not
marry
married?
the-
No, they were eventually going to marry her off, but then she
they're like,
died.
oh, this is
But they
convenient.
knew.
Yeah.
A husband just opened up.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
just
The,
go
the
right in
tower
there.
portal
She probably
told
just had
them.
dibs.
Yeah.
Like I look just like you. Dibs,
Mhm.
you know.
Could you imagine when the mom is young and she comes back out of the tower as a kid still, right? And then she goes and talks to her kid's sister, and she's like, "Hey,
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna die. It's gonna be a fire. It's gonna be real tragic. My husband's gonna need some stinky wet pussy.
I don't
Okay.
want that
could be
to be the
That could be
conversation.
what
Gonna
happened.
I'm
He will
more
move to the countryside for it.
I
all right?
more imagine that she like gets married and the whole relationship she's just giving him the stink eye because she's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking die and you're gonna go fuck my sister. Fuck you,
Yeah.
dude.
Fuck you, dude.
The sister at like every holiday, she's like, "Oh my goodness, how are you?"
Right. And she's
100%,
like,
dude.
you fucking bitch.
Fucking
She's like,
bitch.
wait your turn.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, this movie was good. It was so fucking slow.
Yeah.
Like the first half, like
Hour
a
and 15
snail's
minutes.
pace, dude.
I fell
Mhm.
asleep there twice.
yeah,
First half
yeah.
sucked.
And then, so like some of the themes that I did read up on, for this stuff, like the parakeets were apparently like the Nazis, and then the pelicans were like Japanese nationalists that, like are afraid of the birthing crisis and whatnot. Like that's what he said. Like our babies can't even fly. Like they're forgetting how to fly.
Yeah.
So like stuff like that. Like these things
I
like
never would
commentary
have
that
got
we
that.
well, because we don't really have that.
It's not in our
issue here.
history,
Like it's
you
a
know?
I
Japanese
get it.
issue.
Yeah, and when they're
Right.
eating like the souls and like they're
Fuck.
eating the future, you know, you're like,
Right.
oh damn, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, on the first watch, I was like, that's crazy. I don't get it.
hmm
Yeah.
But if it was on my mind, if I was really thinking about Japan, it was one of those things that would be like, yeah, no shit, that's what that's about, you know?
Mhm.
It's like when you watch Godzilla -1 and you're like, oh, I see. Godzilla is a physical manifestation of anxiety post World War II in Japan. Okay, never mind, I guess.
If my anxiety manifested in a fucking kaiju coming out of the water,
Yeah.
that'd be
I'm just stuck. You said -1. Wait, no. I was thinking a different one. I was thinking Shin Godzilla. That's why I was stuck.
Okay.
There
You
you
said that, and I was just imagining the bug-eyed Godzilla.
That's worse, dude. That's fucking worse. I mean, if my anxiety could take a physical manifestation, it'd probably be a kaiju for sure, you know?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that would suck.
I'd
Actually,
be a
that's
little
like
bunny
I have
rabbit.
like a phobia of like the big things.
Yeah,
I forget
yeah.
What it's called.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't
just
know.
like seeing
What
a
do you mean
giant
the
thing.
big
Megalo.
Megalophobia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like when you
Megalophobia.
see like a big thing come above the horizon, say like a giant, like I'm terrified of giants.
Okay.
Like if you see a giant come, like if you're driving on a
Mm.
bridge and you see
Okay.
a fucking figure just come up on the
Yeah.
horizon, terrifying.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
A huge fear.
And
The
like
giants in Skyrim,
Yeah.
terrifying.
and like sometimes
Horrifying.
you like are so scared you can kind of see it, right?
Mhm.
And like you imagine it and then go like,
Yeah.
what if this thing happens right now? And you're like, oh fuck, you know? And Final Fantasy 9 gave me that fear. You know, I don't think I had it before Final Fantasy 9.
I don't think I had it since it was either the Mist, because I don't know if there were big ones in that one, or it was fucking what's the one where it was
Cloverfield?
shaky cam? Yep, Cloverfield.
Mhm.
That
Mhm.
one.
Mhm.
Makes
Those
sense.
big
I don't
ones.
got it.
I don't got it.
I don't got it, but I gave it to my wife.
Hey yo.
Damn.
Fuck you, dude. You can't be making jokes about your
Right?
dick being big, all
Dick
right?
jokes inside of
Fuck
phobia.
out of here, dude.
One a month. I don't know.
Fuck you, man.
Plot.
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 Episode 1, because there's only one episode because it's a movie.
Get him.
Our main character Mojito. Apparently, I got changed to Mojito.
Mojito.
I bet it.
I was like, I don't think that's it.
Mojito wakes up to sirens, and apparently his mom is burning alive in the hospital she was being held at. He runs through the streets of 1930s Japan, and the scene looks like people are melting. It's
Yeah.
cool.
It's again, cannot express how amazing the animation was here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Also, him like there's something about the kid running back to grab clothes, you
Mhm.
know,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
running out in the panic and
Yeah.
then running back. Something about that makes it a little too real.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. It's
And
the
taking his
it's
shoes
the
off every time.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's the little decisions that you make
Mm,
while you're in a panic that like really stresses it for me.
yep.
Yep.
Hated it.
Yep. This was a few years into World War II, and him and his father end up moving to a small town to live with his aunt Natsuko, who his dad is now banging and also having a kid with. Also, she's the spitting image of his mom. Yikes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
I mean, like, okay,
Pretty dope.
me 1930s, right? I've maybe watched half of a movie in my lifetime, right? Don't really have a sense of morality because war is like all I know, right?
War as hell.
I get it.
Yeah, it's wartime. Fuck your sister-in-law.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, absolutely.
What else are you gonna do?
Right.
All
Yeah.
I'm saying is the
It
kid,
could be not wartime. I get it.
kid probably
It could be a Tuesday. Fuck your sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law. They
Kid
they made
probably
her
lo-
for you. Okay.
Yep.
You're clearly like, you know, you're entranced by the bloodline. So like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
what's
That
one
tower,
more?
dude.
You know?
Right. That's not illegal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes you're just into fucking tower people.
Why?
Yeah, that's what they are. They're tower people. Yeah.
What?
That's their last name.
Tower
Tower
people?
Tower people. They
Tower
got it in their blood, dude.
Yeah. Stack the blocks.
Where am I wrong?
Right.
Did you watch the movie?
Look, listen, like you could be right, and I could still be stunned by the fact that you said what you said. Okay,
Yeah.
calling them tower people is insane, dude. It's like there's tower people and there's boat people, and boat people gotta go. You know, like that's what I hear when you say that.
This is a long arc for us to like building some like new age racism.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
They head to the house and some Heron does a drive-by to Mojito.
Hold on, I'm stuck on the idea of like travel to the future. And they're like, oh, is he black? And they're like, black? What are you talking about?
What the fuck?
He's
Wait
both
for the
people.
fucking parakeets.
He's a fucking parakeet, you idiot. They meet some
He's
grannies
got a
inside.
beak.
He's got a beak.
I don't care that he's black or white. He's got a fucking beak, bro.
He's a fucking beak people, dude.
Lift your arms right now. You got feathers?
That's crazy.
They meet some grannies inside, and they look like different body builds of Yubaba from Spirited Away.
There's always a hot grandma in these fucking movies, aren't there?
Yeah.
Grandma, what are you talking
I'm
about?
I
telling
don't.
you.
Ah,
A
yeah,
bunch of
dude.
little fucking cock tall fucking grandmas running
Yeah,
around.
dude.
I
I'm
don't
having a
know.
not
good
with you
time.
on that one.
How quickly have we gone off the fucking rails? We're calling people tower people. We're talking about hot grandmas. This is a kids movie.
This isn't
All-
even
what I-
Dan, okay?
What I can tell you is that all them little grandmas, they got the little wrinkles around the mouth from sucking on cigs, dude. They be sucking, dude.
They do.
That's all
They
I'm
do
saying.
got. Yeah.
Little grandmas.
Yeah, they didn't
got
get
some
it from the
fucking leather,
cigarettes.
dude.
I'm just
It's
saying.
not. There's been a few
They
husbands.
were
before.
smoking pipe,
Yeah.
but
They're, I mean, realistically, they were born in like the 1870s. Like, you think?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, they've been traditional.
that was before the
They've been
car, dude.
Mm-hmm.
fucking.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I can't reconcile that mentally. I need some time
They've
on
been
that
sucking
one.
since the great grand unk went to the fucking tower, dude.
Yeah, dude. They want to know what's in Mojito's dad's suitcase as they slide around on each other's gruel, wondering what's in there.
You did
They
it.
look like fucking snails just slithering over.
Yeah.
each
You
other,
fucking
dude.
did it, man.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, you know, you're right. I mean, I don't I'm not gonna. Yeah, no, you're
You
right.
know, grandma got them thanks.
I don't.
They do got them things.
What the
got
fuck,
bags.
man?
Natsuko opens a suitcase and gives the grannies all the canned food inside, which is super hard to come by with the war and everything. Mahito passes out in his room and has a dream that his mom tells him to save her as she burns alive.
That's
He goes
insane.
down to the pond,
Mhm.
outside, and sees the heron fly into a tower and decides to go investigate. He finds a little hole to crawl into and grabs feathers he finds on the ground.
This part was my personal first what is happening because people are calling for him. He looks at them and goes, "Fuck you, bitch," and then just like
I mean, that part
goes-
made sense. That's like
Yeah, I
that's,
understood all
that's
of
that's
this.
child
Yeah.
shit, you know.
They're
Like
gonna make him go
They
back.
sh-
He doesn't want to go back.
he's
He
like,
wants
I'm
go
trying
in
to
the
see
tower."
what the fuck is in this tower, dude.
Yeah.
My
They should have
favorite
told
part.
him day one about don't touch the fucking tower because if there's a tower, I'm going in it.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. My favorite part in the movie for some reason also is when the heron sits on the window and just kind of like falls into it. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know why it was so satisfying to just watch it just go meow and just right into the fucking window, and I'm like, that's cool. I like that.
A lot
That was
of bird
fun.
shit in this movie.
A
Yeah,
lot of bird shit.
a lot of
lot of
bird
bird
dookie.
like
the
actual
bird,
bird shit.
the
Yeah.
bird dookie is
Yeah.
symbolic.
Yep.
Don't.
Just really indicative.
It's
On the way
indicative.
that the citizens get shit on nowadays.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like no matter where freedom comes from, there's still poop.
Still poop.
Yep. The grannies come looking for him and convince him to leave with them. When he exits the hole, the feathers he was holding disappear. Whoa.
Dun, dun, dun.
Back at the house, Natsuko tells Mahito about her granduncle that built the tower and apparently went crazy from reading too many books. Sounds like something you tell a kid about an uncle that definitely didn't do terrible shit.
Yeah.
Mhm. He's a
Like-
good
Yeah.
uncle.
That's an uncle that definitely saw some prison time. They're like, yeah, he just read a lot of books and he went crazy. Mahito sneaks out of his room when his dad is about to come home and dozes off a bit and dreams about his mom burning alive again. When
That's
his
a
dad
theme.
comes home, when his dad comes home, he starts banging his sister-in-law, baby mama, and Mahito goes back to his room. The next day, Mahito goes to school and gets into a fight with some kid. Then on the way home from school, he picks up a rock and bashes his head in.
He said, "Never again."
He said, hey, you want to not go to school? Just bash your head in with a rock. Life hack.
Like-
Back
Genuinely,
home, his dad wants him to say who did this so he can
The-
commit war
the,
crimes.
the blood flowing down his face. It
There's
was
so much blood.
It was-
He's
heavy.
dead.
I know head wounds
Sick.
like are supposed to be very bloody, but like
Mhm.
you didn't have to go that hard. Also, he
It was a lot.
I'm just saying, not a very believable story considering like oh, you're gonna get bullied and they're gonna throw one single rock at you. No. Like he didn't sell it.
Yep, 100%.
Mm.
And then
I
the dad
figured it was
like,
the
"Hey, who
person coming
fucking
out of
threw
the
this here?"
heron
Yep.
that was make it not believable.
The dad wants to skin the person alive, whoever did that.
Mhm.
When he's recovering in bed, the heron shows up and starts saying, save me, save me. And he shoots the bird out and shuts the window. The next
That's
day,
where he
Mahito-
poops. He poops in that room right
He
there.
does poop in the room.
That fucking
So much
heron just
shit,
dropping
It was
shit,
funny
dude.
as
Like,
hell.
get it together, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
Mahito grabs a wooden practice sword, heads down to the pond, and it's on sight for the bird. The bird swoops down towards Mahito, and then Mahito swings. The bird grabs it in its mouth, breaks it in half, and the heron says, I'm going to take you to your mom. Some fish and frogs
Mahito
start
grabs a
chanting
wooden
about
practice
Mahito
sword.
joining them, but before that can happen, Natsuko saves them. He wakes up and his dad says he doesn't have to go to school anymore. Life hack. Also, they're storing airplane parts from the factory that his dad runs at the estate they live at.
They got that shit efficient too. They were,
100%.
but like, I don't understand why they weren't just stacking the motherfuckers.
Okay, yeah. So I've read multiple things. Nobody ever talks about that scene, but I'm still just a little bit. I don't know why in this Alice in Wonderland ass story, this is the thing that I'm caught up on.
Because you're autistic.
But
Mhm.
okay, yeah, but like okay,
Hey, I'm caught up on it
realistically-
too, man. We're in this boat together.
realistically, the factory is not right there. It's just
No,
not right there.
So
It-
far away.
It is not there.
no, it's
at
definitely
all.
not there. They literally
So-
said it's not there.
And he said that they have to store it there, but like
Yep.
the logistics of bringing from there to
Mhm.
there, it just doesn't work. It doesn't even make sense how that's
No.
even an option. F.
I mean, yeah, it's not ideal, but like it does make sense that they want it out of the factory
Yeah,
because
but there's
obviously
no.
the factory is going to be a bomb target.
I mean, if that was the only reason,
Mhm.
good on
I
them.
think
You know,
I
That's
think
100%
the
the reason.
workers should unionize and fight
yeah,
this.
they probably
Yeah.
should, and also
like-
start stacking.
In Beloit, there's that place Fairbanks,
Yeah,
and they used to be a bomb target
yeah,
back in
Fuck, I
whatever
think I
war
might
it
have to
was.
move.
and we're just like, please bomb us.
Maybe, yeah, please,
Or
please.
maybe I shouldn't move. You're right.
Well, they might be now because they're completely like a defense.
yeah, they're only
corporation now.
defense now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The safest
with
place to
Suzanne
about
be is the closest place to danger. That's what they taught me in Lord of the Rings.
Mm, okay.
That's a
I'm staying.
shit fucking advice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that at all.
But it led
A lot of
them.
people would
It led
disagree.
the Ents to fight Saruman.
Yeah, that's fair. Natsuko's having some bad morning sickness and wants Mahito to visit. He does, and she apologizes to him for not taking better care of him. Mahito swipes some cigarettes from a table on his way out and bribes the groundskeeper with them to teach him how to sharpen his knife. One of the grannies, Kiriko, sees this, and after seeing Mahito make a makeshift bow, offers a real bow and arrows in exchange for a pack of smokes. Says, "Hey, just go to the corner store, grab me some. I'll give you a bow and arrow." That's wild. That's like asking a kid to buy you cigarettes and giving them a gun
Yep,
nowadays. You know,
that is 100%.
Mhm.
And sometimes it'd be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'd be
I do what you
it's
gotta do,
crazy to
man.
the kids nowadays, they'd grab the gun, they'd be like, but what are cigarettes?
yeah,
They're like, I know how to use this.
yeah.
Like, you want a
It's like,
vape?
you ever
I'll
wanted
get you
to
a
kill
vape.
heron, so your granny gives you a gun in exchange for a pack of cigarettes?
That's what I'm saying, dude. The shit
Granny
just
goes
be happening in this fucking movie, dude.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And like the Heron, okay. Besides shitting on his floor while he was sleeping, the Heron didn't do nothing, and he's like, "I'm gonna fucking shoot the shit out this thing,
He
dude."
said the words that his dead mom was saying in his dream.
Yeah,
Kind of sounded like he was talking shit.
he was
honestly.
he was
He's like,
talking shit all the
"Save me,
time.
Save me.
Oh,
It's a fucking bird, bro.
That's
It don't
fucked
know
up,
what it's
dude.
doing.
That's
That-
fucked up, dude."
okay. I'm just saying, you're a little kid, right?
Yeah.
You're chilling. You look at the window. You see a blue heron go, "Ah! Save me from the invisible fire! Ah! Ah!" You're gonna want to kill that fucking bird.
I'm
Throw
gonna
it
be
in.
like,
I
get
don't know
the
if I wanna
fuck
kill the
out of
bird,
my
I'm like, yeah.
house. I don't
I
want
need to
that
get out
thing.
of my
I need to close the fucking window to get this bird out of here. I'm not gonna fucking go and like sharpen a knife. Like, I'm gonna kill this motherfucking
There's no
bird,
fucking
dude. I'm
shot.
fucking
You have to have those windows open. He's on the second floor. There's no AC back then. Okay, you're hot as balls.
okay.
Gotta have the window open.
You're starting to convince me. I still don't know that he needs to go through all this shit to fucking shoot a bow and arrow at the thing, man. Like
What are you
that.
gonna
That
do, man?
feels.
You need a bow and arrow. You can't do it with just a sword. You know.
I guess, man. It just feels.
what are
It
you
feels
gonna
like
do?
he went through so much for this, man.
How would you kill
You
a
know?
bird?
He's got drive.
He does have drive. He fucking smashed his head in with that rock, man. He was fucking.
He'll do anything.
Yeah,
Dude.
he will, dude. He'll send it.
Yeah. He has laser fucking focus, dude.
He does, dude. He's like basically John Wick, you know?
He says, as soon as I think about doing something, I'm doing
I'm
it.
already doing it. Dude, he
Yeah.
bled so much from that rocket too, dude.
I was half convinced everything after that point was just him being in a coma.
Yeah.
After bashing
Cause that
his own head
shit
in.
shit did not stop, man.
No. And then he just walked home after. Like,
Yeah,
he still
man.
had a walk to go.
That's what I'm saying, man. Kids were built different back then.
They were built different. It's the war,
War, dude.
you know?
War never changes.
The war never changes. He finds a couple heron feathers on the ground and attaches them to an arrow he made. He also sees Natsuko just head off into the forest by herself. Doesn't ask any questions. He just looks up. He's like, "Huh, That's weird. And then goes back to his arrow.
He just goes right. He's like, oh, she's fucking sick as hell and pregnant. She's just wandering off
Yep.
into the scary forest. Well, anyway, so then I just use this fucking rice to make
He's like, this fucking Heron's
arrow
gonna
back,
get it,
dude. I'm gonna fucking
I mean,
kill
you're
the
in the
shit
middle
out
of your
this
project.
heron, man.
What are you gonna do? Your mom ain't gonna. No, she can do whatever she wants.
Right? He's like, I don't give a shit, dude. I want her to fucking die anyway. She fucking fake ass mom,
I
dude.
think she's my fucking mom, dude.
Think she's my mom, dude. Someone in that forest
I'll
about to
build a
make you
fire
my
right
mom,
fucking
dude.
now.
Right? He's like, I light that whole forest on fire. I swear for God.
That's what girl.
Later, all the grannies are looking for Natsuko, and Mahito brings his bow and arrow to help. He ends up at the tower following her footsteps with Kiriko and go inside the tower after some lights go on and a voice says, your presence is welcome. The Heron guides the two to a large room where apparently Mahito's mom is laying. Mahito touches her and she just liquefies onto the floor. Mahito shoots the Heron with the arrow, and the arrow just keeps following the Heron since it has its 7th flight feather. Apparently, that's its weakness.
It's an important one.
Yep.
Mhm.
And shoots
It comes
a
up again.
hole in his beak, causing him to be unable to fly, and he can't be 100% Heron anymore.
I feel like you got to describe what the fuck is going on with this heron.
So the Heron, okay, so the
Yeah.
Heron,
Oh
he
yeah.
opens his mouth. There's actually a person inside, kind of. You know, it's
Kinda.
Ghibli. It's a person inside of the beak.
As
We've
PJ
seen
would
it a little
describe
bit.
them, a hot grandpa. Go ahead.
Yep.
Hot grandpa.
I put it like this. He's Heron fluid, okay?
Yeah.
Sometimes he's 100% Heron. Sometimes he's like 50% Heron, 50% old guy.
Okay.
You know what makes a hot grandpa?
Hmm.
The swollen nose.
Yeah.
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 Well, seeing the
100%.
nose, like before you realize it's a nose, having the nose peek out the top of the beak,
Right.
Yep.
uncomfortable.
And you're like, but
And
what
the
is that?
color, dude.
The color. Mm-hmm.
Also, birds with teeth, inherently terrifying.
Hate that.
I don't
like
know
it.
why.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because they're not supposed to have teeth, man. They're not supposed to
I
have
don't know
human
why
teeth.
some
But it's one of those
unnatural
things-
things makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, but I'm saying you could put
Weird.
human hands on a cat. I'd be like, that's weird, but it's not like birds with teeth.
If you
But if
saw
it
that
was
in real
human
life,
hands?
Oh, I'm not saying in real life. In real life, I'm screaming, grabbing a stick. I'm saying drawing it.
okay, put human teeth on a cat.
Terrifying. Terrifying.
You got a
Did
thing
you
with
just hate
teeth,
you
man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You
I
don't
do
like
have a thing with
teeth,
teeth.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. No, never
I
mind.
have
This is.
I have a real phobia with that. Man,
I forgot about that. That's my bad. That's my bad.
Some old dude with the silhouette of Rick from Rick and Morty orders the Heron to be Mahito's guide to Natsuko.
Yeah.
Mahito
Right.
ends up on a beach and heads up to land to find a golden gate. And it says, those who seek my knowledge will die. Some pelicans gang up on him and push him through a gate. A passing sailor notices this and saves Mahito and brings him aboard. They catch a fish and bring it to sell some dead people and feeds the guts to some super cute creatures called Wada Wada.
All right, you're flying.
You
through it.
just went through like 20
Wow.
minutes of shit, man.
flying.
Like
Yeah.
I
At
look,
minimum.
What did I miss?
no,
Minimum.
What did I miss?
no,
What did
no,
I miss?
no negativity at all.
Yeah.
All right. Positive.
That's
Also-
as fast
also
as
no-
it
also
came
no
into my
pop-
fucking
no
brain stream,
jokes,
dude.
no jokes, nothing. Just might as well just have Chat GPT.
What jokes were there?
What jokes?
Okay.
Go ahead. Go make us a joke.
I'm telling a
Go make-
story. all
Tell
right?
him
Yeah.
a story.
She had a fucking stick of fire, dude. She was fucking.
Mhm.
She was like doing some Wingardium Leviosa with fucking fire.
Imagine sparklers you get on 4th of July. That's what she did.
But like the sparkler
Actual
is
fire.
actual fire, dude. Like a
Yeah.
flamethrower.
I
Yeah.
did think it was pretty cool.
It was sick.
doing
It was
that.
cool.
Mhm.
And then she fucking does a circle around them, and she's like, "Don't turn your back on the dead." And I was like,
Al-
Yeah.
"That's crazy, dude. Why you
and
just say
also
shit like that?"
Her being like, "Why the fuck did you open the gate?" He's like, "I didn't open the gate. They fucking pushed me."
They did do that. The other like real thing is when he's pushing the boat and his bandage comes off. I was like, anime would never. They'd have a whole fucking patch on him. He'd go through like the worst water ever, and it would still be on, totally fine
100%.
looking, you know.
Yep.
And that's why Miyazaki's the fucking goat, dude.
Yep.
Mhm.
Also, fucking Wada Wada, cute. Super cute.
Super cute.
Yeah. Oh.
They look like adipose from Doctor Who.
Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm.
Good pull.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good pull.
I've had it like a year
I
or
just
two to
wanted
think about
squish
that.
one.
Yep.
Use it as like a
I want to
fleshlight.
eat one, dude.
Little squishmallow
Yeah.
that you can fuck. I like it.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know what.
Don't fuck unborn
They're
babies,
unborn
dude.
children. They're
They're not-
unborn children.
They're not
I roll
even.
back.
Yeah, they're far. They're not even fetuses. Okay.
Kyle's fucking them. I'm
That's
not.
legal. That's ghost.
They're even younger than
my
fetuses,
fucking
dude.
That's
God,
They're
Ghost.
bro.
That's
younger
illegal.
than fetuses.
They don't even have a physical body.
I'm sorry. I agree with Kyle. I should not.
You
have-
gotta be careful when you agree with Kyle, dude. Like you've been here
didn't
long enough to
know.
know. You gotta wait till he gets through it before you agree with him. All right, you can't just
He
like
said fuck something squishy, and I was like, yeah, I like tits
Like,
too.
you- what
squishy,
you-
squishy. No.
what you saw is like Kyle on the cliff, and you saw him jump, and you're like, I'm jumping right after. You gotta see what he's fucking jumping into, because 90% of the
land
time
into.
it's a fucking sewage tank, and you gotta then you're down there with him, and then we're looking at you like, why the fuck did you jump? Okay.
Look, I'm saying there's no laws against wada wada. All right.
I can't do it with you, dude.
Okay.
I can't do that with you.
It's no
The
fun.
woman shows Maito how to gut a fish and then make some soup.
She fucking
lady's
gave
home?
him no instruction, and all the guts start coming out, overflowing him, and she's like,
She's like, what are you doing?
she's like, what are you doing? It's like,
Don't fucking let the guts spill out.
he's like, I first of all didn't know that the amount of guts that would come out would be 3 times my size. Okay.
Rep.
Second of all,
was a metaphor for
I don't know
waste.
what the fuck
Like,
I'm
bro,
doing.
I just dropped into this place
I'm
an
fucking
hour ago.
here,
I
dude.
saw a gate and pelicans. Now I'm gutting a fish. What the fuck are you offering?
Again, he does not. I'll tell you this. Okay, American children not doing this shit, dude. They're crashing the fuck out immediately. All right,
They're drowning in that water.
they're drowning in
by
that
their
fucking
own
water.
choice.
Yeah, they're absolutely going in the water, trying to push the boat, and be like, "Fuck this shit," and just fucking floating away, dude.
Just float.
Just
Not
floating
me.
the fuck
Not
away,
me.
dude.
dropping away.
War kids are different.
More kids are
More
different,
kids
I
are
guess.
Yeah, they just do shit.
They just be doing shit, dude. They just he said, I got a pelican. He goes and gives some cigarettes to an old man. He's like, teach me how to fucking sharpen this knife. Not even that he's gonna use a knife. He's like, I'm using this shit to like make a fucking bamboo bow and arrow, dude.
War kids
Crazy.
don't level up; they ascend.
Yep. Yep. In this lady's home, there are little statuettes of all the grannies from the real world. Weird.
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 Maito gets up and says her name, Kiriko. What? Same as the granny. What? Maito goes out to piss and watches all the water fly up to the sky to be born in real life. Some pelicans come to eat them, and Lady Hime shows up and lights them on fire.
This is what I'm saying, dude. He just
Mhm.
he's like, why are they flying? And she's like, well, they're gonna go be born. And he's like, oh, facts. And then
It's so fucked. This is the first good thing that's happened to him this entire time, and all of a sudden, babies are getting lit on
they're
fire.
getting fucking first they're getting eaten. He's like, hey, don't eat them. And then this bitch is clapping fireworks.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, you're burning the kids.
And he's like, hey, you're burning the kids. She's like, it's not murder. They're not alive yet.
They're not.
You can do whatever you want to
That's
them.
a metaphor for abortion.
No choice.
Yeah. She really did just be clapping fucking fireworks, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
no,
aiming
I
for
love
them. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny, dude.
This is insane. He's just with it too. He's like, oh yeah, go be born. Stop eating them. Stop lighting them on fire. All right, all's good.
It's like the first time you see those videos of the baby turtles going out, and then you see
Yeah.
the feast
Yeah.
that happens as they go out.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
that's
sad.
that's that kid having that moment. Like, oh, oh no, no.
Not the birds.
Yeah.
One pelican is by the outhouse and asks Mahito, "Can you just kill me?
Kill me."
please?"
One
kill me.
pelican is the outhouse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is Willem Dafoe, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Yeah, just kill me, man." He's like, why were we put on this world?
Dude,
Just to suffer.
I
He's like,
already
"We
forgot
fly up
about
so
this
high,
fucker.
we can't get back to the real world. The sea shit, no fish. He's like, so what? We gotta eat babies. Yeah,
Yeah.
sue me. I didn't fucking choose this. Okay.
He does say I
And
didn't
then
choose
Maito's
this.
like, you're right. That's true. I guess that makes sense. And then he buries him.
Dude, this is crazy.
Yep.
What is this? What is the theme of this
Japanese
fucking
nationalism.
pelican?
Mhm.
That's what
The
it was about.
pelican?
Because he's like, we tried to fly so high, tried to like, give a good life, and then our babies they don't know how to fly anymore. Like they're forgetting how to fly,
That's crazy.
which means they're not having babies anymore.
Is
you
that
know,
what it is?
they're
Or
losing
is
their
it
way.
they don't want to be nationalists?
I don't know, man. I'm,
I
just
there's
reading-
multiple. There's
I'm
multiple.
pretty much
things.
reading a Reddit
Yeah.
comment to you right now.
I don't fucking know, dude. I don't fucking
I
know.
don't fucking know,
I don't got a degree in fucking Japanology, dude. I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
Sounds racist.
Japanology.
Japanology?
That's worse
dude?
than saying boat people and stuff.
Oh, but mythology is fucking okay.
I'll go Japology before you can fuck the water.
Japology sounds worse.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
I think you need the Japanology.
Japanology,
that-
dude. You can't. Yeah.
Japanology.
Japanology. You can't drop the
Yeah.
the O
Yeah,
N
the AN is
Japanese.
important.
chili.
A N.
Yeah.
The way I spell Japan is with a O, not a A.
Jopan?
You know what the fucked up part was? I was like,
Japan.
I know I'm thinking the second A, but I'm like, there's another A, right?
Yeah.
Japan.
Japan. You know, like the guy that's from Street Fighter 2, when he says Japan, he puts an extra hard on the back of it, you know?
Yeah.
He's got a hard on.
Hell yeah.
I just feel like this is one of the few times where this podcast could benefit from a hard actual weeb, you know?
No.
Someone who like really, you know?
No.
Because we're doing a Ghibli movie and it's just flying over all our heads.
That's
so-
fine, dude. We're fucking American, dude. What fuck we need weeb shit for, man?
Yeah.
I looked at like 3 Reddit threads, all right? I did enough.
You can fucking
I did enough research.
we could do the real American thing and just fucking chat GPT explain what
No, we should do
it
the
is.
real American thing.
Yeah, this movie was foreign and stupid.
Yeah.
And that's
No.
it.
There you
Okay, no, the other thing where we apply our own things to it,
Oh.
and like we don't even
Oh,
we
okay.
don't even consider that it's another country.
Yeah, this was about
Oh.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
I think that's the energy that brought us Ghost Stories.
Yep.
100%. You are not wrong.
We
Yeah.
can't do that again.
We cannot. We
There is no
we
other
gotta
show
let that
like
be.
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, unless we start doing the abridged series.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean
Oh,
the
yeah, we should do Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge. Hell
Yu-Gi-Oh!
yeah.
Bridge is fucking gas, dude. When Bandit Keith just says America all the fucking time, that's pretty good,
The
dude.
dude who's in love with the ocean.
Yeah.
Funny as hell.
Hell yeah, dude. Fucking abridged Yu-Gi-Oh's good.
Maito and the Heron head out the next day. Back in the real world, Maito's dad talks to one of the grannies, and apparently Maito's mom just disappeared for a year, and like he didn't know.
They really did just
He's like,
drop that on
Oh,
him.
Yeah.
that's a crazy fact. I don't know if I would have made the same decision.
I don't know that I would have came here if I
Yeah.
knew that people just be disappearing for years at a
A lot
time,
of
dude.
things I would have changed.
Yeah, it
about
happens all the
stuff I
time.
did. She says that it was due to this meteorite that just appeared one night. And then Natsuko's granduncle found it one day and built a tower around it. Eventually just disappeared.
That's the first thing we
So
think.
apparently it wasn't books. Okay.
It wasn't books. It was a fucking meteorite. And he's
Yeah.
like, that man did drugs. He walked up to the meteorite and was like, I'm gonna make a tower around that bitch. And then fucking
What is this? Fucking what's that Nicolas Cage movie about the fucking meteorite that falls down?
National
Color of
Treasure.
Space.
Knowing.
Are you talking about the H.P. Lovecraft story,
Yes,
Color Out of
yes.
Space?
Yeah, color
Color
out of
National
space.
Treasure 2.
Gone in 60 seconds.
Yep.
Yep.
Speed.
Oh, wait, he wasn't in Speed.
Face off.
Face off.
I can't. Dude, I'm stuck on that. That's like saying like, what's that? what's a Daniel Radcliffe movie? You know, like
Harry Potter, the first one.
Swiss Army
know.
Man.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like referring to it as the actor when it's like a bigger, series.
Guns
or thing
Akimbo.
than that.
What are you saying?
Mm,
Because he referred to Color Out of Space, an H.P. Lovecraft story,
mhm.
as
Yeah,
a
but it
Nicolas
wasn't
Cage
famous
movie.
until Nick Cage did it.
Oh fuck! See, that's
He's not wrong, dude. I know you want to be upset,
Guess how
but he's
many
not
times
wrong.
I've heard of the H.P. Lovecraft story?
Yeah,
Oh wow!
Guess how many
Yeah,
times I've heard of the Nick Cage movie?
one time.
All right, yeah.
And
nailed it.
and tell
Right.
him where you heard about it, Justin.
PCOD, baby.
Hey yo,
Ooh.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. in peace.
Rest in peace. Because I definitely didn't
Rest in
watch it.
piss.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I know he hasn't seen it. We watched it for PCOD, otherwise I wouldn't know what the fuck you were talking about. That movie was fucking dog shit, dude.
Yep, I remember you guys talking about it. After making a cork for the hole in the heron's beak, they head to a blacksmith's house that's now been overrun by dirty fucking parakeets.
Dude, the kid with the heron hole was insane to me, dude.
That
He's
whole
like making
scene.
the thing. The heron's like, no, don't make it so sharp. And he puts it in there, and the heron's like, fuck you, dude. Fuck everything about your life. And then he's like,
Yeah.
I can't
It's like,
see
wait,
right.
actually, this
And then
isn't
he
right.
fixes
Can
it,
you
and he's like, well, hold on, can you fix it? And
That
then he's
was
like,
so fucking funny.
the kid just fucking does it, dude. He has like no agency besides the time he hit himself in the head with a rock.
100. That's the only thing. He
That's
can
the
affect,
only
dude.
thing he did, man. Everything else, he's just kind of like, he's just there. He's just there for the fucking vibes, man. Crazy.
That's part of the commentary.
I guess.
War kids, they didn't have any choice.
War
Fucking
kids, they
went
just
to
kinda did
factories,
whatever,
they
dude.
fucking, you know,
See?
yep.
Like I had to make my own
Great
fucking.
character to the DVD commentary.
What the fuck? Random fucking Tropic Thunder drop, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
Heron distracts the parakeets so Mojito can go inside, but he gets captured as soon as he goes.
There's so many
inside.
parakeets.
So many parakeets, and they want to eat him, dude. He's like,
So
oh,
hungry.
Like you ate Natsuko? And they're like, Natsuko has a baby. You don't have a baby.
I ain't gonna eat baby. I'm gonna eat you.
We're eating you.
Mhm.
And then Lady, what's Hime? What's her name? Hime
Yeah, Lady
saves
Hime.
him by lighting everybody on fire.
Yeah.
That's her one answer. She said, "Hey,
And she can
everybody's
just
gonna burn."
teleport fire now. Like
Yep.
she can just do this.
She's just
do
fire,
shit,
dude.
dude.
That's why she died in the fire. She caused the fire, right? Because like she's literally the opposite of Billy Joel.
Yep.
She
So I
caused the
did start
fire.
the fire.
Mm-hmm.
She takes him
Like,
into
I
a
get it.
fire portal, and they end up at her place. They eat and head out to find Natsuko.
They really do just take a fire portal.
Yeah.
It's this every time, dude. This, you know how I know this is an anime, because it has me questioning like base things that I have already learned. Like what is fire?
What was that movie that you
Mhm.
guys did? That was the question.
It
What
was
is fire?
it was
Oh.
Promare.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Fuck,
Yeah.
man.
They're
That
like,
was an old one.
what is fire?
I'm pretty sure that is the description of the
Yeah,
Spotify.
that makes
episode.
sense because that was that was a trip, dude.
Yeah.
That was a fucking trip.
Fucking deep cuts, dude.
I remember the cover, and that's all. Like the main image of the two people staring at each other hard to hell, and it just says Promare, and I'm like, what the fuck is this, man?
I feel like that's like the first 10 episodes we did. You know,
It
like,
was a blur.
It was
Yeah.
it was early.
Mm.
I remember.
Yeah, I was a different person back then, dude.
Yeah, dude. They go to a place with a bunch of doors that lead to the real world, just at different points in time. They head out of Mojito's door and see his dad coming for him. Not wanting to leave that world, he doesn't let the doorknob go and opens it. A bunch of parakeets come out and shit on Mojito's dad.
That's so funny.
And Mojito's dad's like, "Oh, I guess my son's a parakeet now."
He
That's
does. He
And he said it
immediately
disappeared.
So
just
the
goes like,
mountain
one of
door
these
in
birds
this
is
door
it.
was different.
Huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
They're different doors because they're different points in time.
yeah.
So, like at the end of the movie, I'm assuming they didn't say this, but I'm assuming that's when Kiriko joins the family, like to work.
Mhm.
Because up until that point, Kiriko said, "I've been here as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
I've always
Yeah.
been here." Okay, but I assume she leaves with Himi, and that's how she.
Because they even say like Himi disappeared for a year and they didn't talk anything about Kiriko at that point.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like they didn't say like her and Kiriko. They're just like
right.
they're like yeah. Then she just
Ah,
came back.
Fuck,
Mhm.
I didn't even realize that that's the same year. Why am I so stupid? Why am I so stupid?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
They both head back in the door. Heading down a sparky stone staircase leads to the delivery room, and Natsuko's inside of. This whole like, okay, this scene is quintessential. What the fuck is going on? Because they're going down a sparky stone staircase, and the girl is like, the stone doesn't like that we're here right now. What
Say
the
less.
fuck is the stone?
Say less.
Okay, and they're going down to the delivery room. Why the fuck is there a delivery room?
Why is there a
How is
delivery
there
room in hell?
infrastructure for a person to have a baby in this world?
Because they
okay?
can't eat the babies.
I don't know why you got so many questions.
They gotta have a birthing room. You get the
then they
baby
go
out and
in.
you can eat them.
Justin, this
Then
is
they
like
go
if the four of us got isekai'd, you and me would just be like crashing the fuck
We
out.
go insane. We would go insane. I don't know. Because then you go inside the birthing room, which is there's Prussian carpet curtains.
Yeah.
Okay. You open up and then there's spinning paper when you get inside.
Yeah.
And there's a lady laying down on the bed.
We'd
I can't
be
hear
How
any
does
more
that-
about the stone.
we'd be like fucking Cheaty in The Good Place, being like, this right here,
100%, dude.
this broke
so
me.
funny.
And like it would just be different points. Like one of us would crash out and the other one would be like, okay, get it together, we got it. And then like 5 minutes later,
Right.
Justin start crashing out. And I'm like, okay, listen, you got me through the last one, I'll get you through this one. And then at some point, this would be the moment. The fucking birthing room, Stone's having feelings, we just be like, that's it, dude. I'm out. I got it.
I don't know how to do it.
I
do
can't
this.
walk anymore.
I can't.
Yeah.
I'm
You've
sitting here
already had to
until
get
someone
Kyle through the
explains
bird
something
having
to me,
teeth.
dude. Kyle tried to fuck the Wara Wara. I don't know what the fuck is going on, dude.
Tried to? Are you kidding me?
We've lost all sense of humanity at this point, dude.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
cooked.
I am having a grandma orgy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never went to the tower.
BJ's like,
Fucking
I ain't
listen to
going.
that
He's
shit,
like, you
too.
all going to the fucking tower? You see all these ladies here, dude?
We're about to go fucking skinny dipping in the pond with that fucking Heron.
God, dude.
He's gonna shit all over us.
Oh no.
Yeah, so Maito goes inside this delivery room where the paper is spinning. Tries to wake up Natsuko. Natsuko wakes up and says, "Get the fuck out of here. I hate you." Paper spins, attacks both of them. He tries ripping it off. I'm guessing it's sticky. I don't know. And then he gets pushed back. And then Himi says, "Hey, Stone, let me make one wish. If I had one wish," you know, who did that song? If
Ray
I
J.
had one wish,
We'll be best friends. Loving never end. It
Yeah.
would just begin.
Yeah, so he
One
starts singing
wish.
that song.
Yeah.
And the Stone's
Who are we
like,
talking to?
"No." I don't know, man. The Stone says, "No, this pregnant bitch is mine." Am I the Stone? Could be. Maybe. Who knows?
I have no idea. I
And
don't
then
know.
Himi passes out and they get captured by parakeets.
Parakeet stuff was crazy, dude. It's,
Yeah,
This
they
really
came out
goes
of
off the
nowhere,
rails
dude.
here.
they were just around, and then all of a sudden they were like the main antagonist. You're like,
Yeah,
what the
they're
fuck
like, "Oh,
happened, dude?
Yeah, parakeets actually run this fucking world.
Right.
Okay?
You thought it was pelicans?
Yeah.
Like there's
Unk has
so
been
many
up there
bird things.
breeding parakeets for
Mm-hmm.
1,000 years, all right? Unk's got so many unk dumps in these fucking parakeets, dude.
Unk dumps. What the fuck was that?
First of all, he's a granduncle, so he's grunk. Okay,
He's a
Yeah.
grunk.
he's dropping grunk bombs on the fucking parakeets. All right.
Grunk dumps.
Grunk dumps is
God, I
insane,
fucking
dude.
hate that.
That's horrible. What the fuck ever, man.
So while dreaming, Maito meets his granduncle and is asked to replace him as god, basically. Granduncle is a tower master and wants to retire. His tower is about to collapse, and he needs a replacement, or else the universe will collapse. Granduncle shows him the magic stone that is the key of the universe and shows Maito some blocks. He's literally a 5-year-old playing with fucking blocks. Maito says, those blocks smell like dog shit. Granduncle says, you passed the test.
They just got shit on them. He
This
just
is
had them in
fucking,
his
this fucking
ass.
Willy Wonka coated ass shit, dude.
He said,
Unbelievable.
he said, you passed the test. These have been inside my asshole for 20 years.
He's had some fucking grunk bomb on it, dude.
I call that one the grunk bomb.
Yep. Maito wakes up to a parakeet about to chop up his body into little pieces. But Heron shows up and bonks it on the head. They bonk so many fucking parakeets. They hide behind a barrel and they're just like
They be clapping
four
heads, dude.
parakeets. And the other parakeets are like, they must have been tired. I don't know. Must have been sleepy. Yeah, the parakeets are fucking dumb.
This is
Heron
like
had a tiny little eye mask
Yeah.
and two like googly eyes on springs.
Yep. And
Perfect
Mahito
disguise.
just fucking hides in a pot.
yeah.
Yep.
This
A walking
is
pot.
the shit goes so far off the rails. Like remember when he got pushed through a gate with seagulls? And now this is what we're doing. We're doing like some Metal Gear Solid shit, man.
Yeah, remember when we sat through an hour of 1930s war drama?
Yeah, dude. What the fuck happened?
Yeah.
We lost the
He's
damn
just
mind.
in here.
Dude.
It's like you just can't tell a story anymore without people just bitching.
For
Like,
real.
they don't want everything explained to you.
I can't. I like Japan's built different, dude. Because if I was working in that office and they were doing this shit, I'd be like, what the fuck are we doing, dude?
There's multiple. You go ahead.
They had two different teams. Like one was doing the Japanese like war stuff, and then one was doing this shit, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so then they and then he's like, okay, and then like removes the curtain between the two teams, and he's like, okay, now make it one. And they're like,
I was thinking,
what?
There's multiple times where I was thinking about how the process for writing this has to be like so off the rails, right? You're like, because you have like the baseline story, and then you're like, oh, wouldn't it be sick if I did like a metaphor for this? And you're like, put that in, and then like you like have the script evolving like that, and then you're just like, what if we just cut a lot of context and just like keep stripping away? You're like, you know what? We don't even need to. You know what? We don't even need to say that as his aunt. We can figure that. They can figure that out.
They
like,
figured that
45
shit
minutes
out.
in that.
It's
You
like
know what?
he's spending 2 hours trying to explain to us about wartime Japan. No, let's be real. His mom died. He got a few unk dumps in there, and now he's trying to dump this shit on us. Like, come on.
Yeah. Unk dump.
We don't need this movie.
Come on,
Leave us alone.
unk dump, dude.
You know what this movie reminded me of?
Hmm.
I might be wrong, but Pride and Prejudice.
Never seen it.
Okay. Go on.
Think on it. Stew
No,
on
I
it
got-
for a second.
Justin, did you watch
Okay.
it?
Yes, I just watched this
Oh.
like a month ago, maybe 2 months ago.
Was it because you were just
It's-
bored in both of them, or what?
No, I actually watched it with Molly's friend because Molly thought it was too boring and had to go do some other shit.
And you just
Okay.
stuck around?
Yeah, I was having a good time. I
That's
was really
crazy.
high.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
and
understand.
I was like,
That-
this is good.
That's
you know?
crazy, dude.
But like, okay, I think the story structure more or less the same because nothing happens the whole time. It's just a bunch of little micro stories, okay, that eventually lead to this, togetherness, I guess I'll say. But like looking back, you're like, okay, I can see how they were slightly building towards something. Okay. it still seems very loosely connected. Okay,
Mhm.
because Pride and Prejudice, that could have been a fucking email, dude.
Yeah.
Like, but I think a lot of period pieces are.
If
like
we
that.
had any women fans, we just lost all of them.
Yeah,
But-
he's lost them all.
Except for
Pride and
Molly,
Prejudice.
apparently.
I'd like Pride and Prejudice,
10
dude.
years.
I had to sleep. My wife had a period where she would go to sleep playing the audiobook to Pride and Prejudice. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And like it would be increments. So she would fall asleep listening to one part, and then she'd play like the next night, like 30 minutes ahead of where she started the previous night.
Yeah.
So it was just like an ever
I do
slowly-
that with sitcoms.
Just hearing Darcy went down to the meadows and
Yeah.
said, like something like that. You're like,
Guess what though? I'm gonna get all of our female listeners back. Okay.
Okay.
The hand tense. That's
yeah,
it.
that's
Okay.
it.
Done.
Okay, that's it. I guess.
That's
I don't know.
everybody's favorite fucking scene in the movie because they originally they were not going to put that in, but then the dude did it, and the director was like, "All right, let's
All
fucking
right,
go,
say
dude."
less.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, it's like in the Minecraft movie when everybody like freaks out and hollers and stuff.
Chicken jockey.
That's
Yeah.
that's that part right there.
Okay.
The
It's
women
equivalent
bring
of
chickens. Yep.
in Mission Impossible where he reloads his arms.
Yeah.
That's why I was
Women are
thinking about
back.
that, and I didn't want to bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you for saying it.
Yeah, because that also wasn't going to be in the movie.
Yep.
He just did it, and director was like, that.
How do you cock your arms without it being
his arms were sore from doing so many takes.
Yeah.
So he did that just to stretch them out,
Oh,
to get
and
ready for
director
the
was
take?
like, hang on.
Yeah, the
He was
director
like,
was like,
"That
"Did you
right
just
there."
fucking reload your arms? That's
Yeah,
sick."
he's-
And then he's like, "No, I was just stretching." And then like he was
He
kind of
said, put it in the trailer. Put it in the trailer.
That is fire, dude.
That is fire.
It is fire.
Yeah. They head out to the streets where a procession of parakeets is marching with the Snow White Lady Hime in tow. Walking along some anti-homeless rafters in the city, Maito and Heron go to the tower where they're bringing Hime. You like that joke, Kyle?
I didn't hear one.
You're a fucking bitch. The anti-homeless rafters on
Yeah.
top that they're
Be funnier.
never
I don't know
giving
what to tell
you a
you.
laugh. I'm never giving you a laugh again in my fucking
Get his
life,
ass.
dude. The parakeets are apparently taking over the world and want to use Hime as leverage to get what they want from Granduncle. The Parakeet King talks to Granduncle about Maito and says, "You can't make the successor some dumb kid." Maito goes to find his uncle and runs into Hime on the way, with Parakeet King right behind them trying to start some shit.
Also,
meet
there's a lot of
Granduncle-
moments with this. I know this is like old-fashioned animated and stuff like that, but just the way the Parakeet King is like creeping up behind them,
Mhm.
it gives me so much nostalgia for like the ancient animation, movies I watched as a kid. I don't know why. It just felt like that.
Like
I don't know
Scooby-Doo?
how.
Are you
No,
calling
no.
this movie a cartoon?
He's talking like Bugs Bunny.
Tom and Jerry,
Like Bugs Bunny or like old Disney movies or something like that, or like
Snow White,
yeah, something like that, where it's just it.
Oh, because she was the
Mickey
Sleeping
Mouse?
Beauty as they carried
it's
her up.
it's the art style mixed in with the both the whimsy of how silly it is, but also the ominous because of
Mhm.
Betty
it's
A little
Boop.
bit of Toy Story with the blocks.
Popeye,
Popeye.
spinach,
Popeye.
right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he's walking in spinach.
I'll never talk
bird.
again. You guys can keep going.
Steamboat.
That's what you get for not laughing about it. They make Granduncle at the stone, and he asks Maito to be his successor. Maito refuses and wants to go back to the real world and find his mom and friends. Parakeet King gets pissed and just destroys the building blocks. He says, "If I can't have it, nobody can have it." Okay.
He didn't even do it
Grunk
on
is
purpose.
like, listen,
Okay, he knew that
You
the
just
He
world.
got
gotta
mad.
build
He,
them.
he tried to fucking build me. He's like, don't fucking fall, don't fucking fall, don't fucking fall.
It's just really indicative. As an American, this is really indicative of the Trump administration.
Mhm.
You know,
Not wrong.
But no, it's so fucking funny that he's like, "This is super important," and nobody you can't just have a kid do this, and then he just really fast, without any thought, just throws it all up there.
Mm-hmm.
He probably didn't want to touch it too long because he knew they were up his ass.
Yeah, dude.
I can't believe
He's like,
he would have to rebuild that fucking tower every 3 days for eternity.
Yeah.
Like 3 days? That
Mhm.
what happens if you
I don't think you had to rebuild it. I think it just slowly.
He said you have to, you
d-
gotta build it every 3 days. He's like, just come back every 3 days and
Well, what I'm trying to say is that it slowly deteriorated because you saw him take the little pencil and fix it. I think you just gotta adjust
every
it.
3 days you gotta
every-
bump it.
Yeah, just gotta give it a little. Mwah,
Yeah.
You know?
But like, what
Yeah.
is even time there?
Also true.
What's 3 days?
I didn't see the sun go down.
That's what's stressful about it.
The sun went down 17 times
Did it?
on a single walk.
I didn't look.
Yeah.
Like literally, the walk from the one that I'm talking about right now, where they go
Mhm.
from the start to the Stonewood Grand Oak. I'm pretty sure 2 days passed by,
That's
but it was
fucked.
like 2 minutes. Time is a construct.
Time is a construct.
Yeah.
Heaven is a dancer.
Yep. At this point, we find out that Himi is Maito's mom. If anybody hasn't pieced that together yet.
Mm-hmm.
And Kiriko joined his mom all those years ago. They come out of the door with all the animals and reunite with his dad and grannies. He has an interaction with Heron, and Heron's like, deuces. But Maito hasn't forgotten him yet. He's like, you took something, didn't you? Maito's like, yeah, I took 2 things. I brought this statue of Granny and then this one that has my Unk skunk on it.
The kid's gonna be like, sometimes I don't know if this is real, and I just go, yeah, that's my
Yeah,
uncle.
that's real,
Yep.
dude. That's some fucking.
You can't fake
Parmesan
grunk.
right there, dude. Yep.
Can't fake.
2 years after the war, they all moved back to Tokyo, and the movie ends.
Yep.
That's it. We're
That's
done.
it.
End episode 1.
In episode 1.
Yeah, it's gonna go ahead and get a Inception out of Godzilla -0.
Nice.
-1.
I think it's -1. What is it called?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's -1.
Okay.
I think it's -0.
It is minus
God damn.
minus a lot of
Godzilla
Japans.
-1. -1.
Yeah.
Okay.
-1 is 0, dude.
Yeah.
Get it
piece of
together.
Shit.
Godzilla 0.
No, -0 is the prequel.
Huh?
There's no such movie as Godzilla.
Oh,
-0.
Kyle.
Oh, fuck you, dude, for not laughing at that fucking
Get
anti-homo.
his
ass.
You're a piece of shit.
Get his ass.
You write one joke in a whole script, and then you go,
Yeah,
"What, you
I
didn't laugh at my
demand.
one?"
I demand. Yeah,
Give it
it's
to
a
me?
fucking desert, okay? You
It's-
should laugh
Please
at
clap.
any oasis you find, okay?
It's true.
I didn't. It's been so long, I couldn't even recognize it as a joke. I didn't know what I was looking at.
Unbelievable.
You got to keep a stream of funny going before you get. You can't just deprive. Comic is going up there.
We're two
talking.
ends of
talk-
the spectrum, okay? You're the dopest dope. I'm the ropest rope. All right.
Get his ass.
That's why you got last place, dude.
Unreal.
Wow.
Unbelievable, dude.
That's
I'm
That's
revolted.
bad
I'm
juju right
unionizing
there.
against Kyle.
Get his ass, dude.
I will join this union.
I'll join the fucking union, dude. I don't give a shit. I'll be a parakeet.
Yeah, I'll be a fucking parakeet, dude.
Shout out.
All right. Shout out Nazi parakeets.
Yeah,
Shout out, nuts of
Shout out Unc
parakeets.
Dump.
Shout out Granny
Grunkle.
Gruel.
Shout out eating the future.
Shout out.
Shout out Wada Wada.
Wada Wada.
Shout out only Kyle trying to fuck Wada
Yeah.
Wadas.
Only Kyle.
Shout out. There's no
Only
rules
Kyle.
or laws governing Wada Wadas.
Yeah, I mean,
Come
you
the
can't.
Vote
fuck
by
out,
Kyle.
bro.
How
Yeah.
could you?
They're pre-fetus.
I hate
Shout
Be
out.
that.
everything.
Shout out my anti-homeless joke.
We can stop it there.
Good.
I stopped it.
It's so early. It's 7.
Yeah.
I know, dude.
It's
That's
yeah.
what I do, baby.
That's what he does. That's
a
why they pay
joker,
him the
baby.
big bucks, dude.
Mhm.
It's so early.
Yeah, that means I get to play more video games.
Yo.
It's not even dark out yet. How am I
Oh.
gonna get in my hot tub naked? Nope. Looks like the neighborhood's gonna see me.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
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 A little wiener alert.
When y'all want to do mainline this week, Monday or Tuesday?
I'm good either way.
I can't do
Yeah,
Tuesday.
honestly. What, Kyle?
I can't do Tuesday.
Bro, fuck you.
What the fuck do you got going on?
I was
Jay?
going to suggest Monday,
Oh.
but it's Memorial Day. So I don't know if y'all have plans.
I
Bless
can get
you.
back with
Okay.
you on that.
Okay.
I don't got shit for fuck going
Yeah.
on.
We're going
Okay.
camping, so it depends on how soon we get back and like we're unpacked.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me know. If
Yeah.
if you tell me Monday we're gonna go tomorrow, that's fine. I don't care. Just let me know.
Oh yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go pee.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, love
go.
everybody.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Twitch
Bye.
people.
We're still
Bye,
doing it.
YouTube
Yeah,
people.
bye.
Bye, everyone. Forever.
Love you. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Kisses.